No, man, you nailed it.
This time.
Yeah, he got it wrong. Actually, my name is Keith, guys. He got it wrong. Not even close. Can you imagine? I'm actually just have like a straight white guy name. I don't know. I do like that. That is my go-to like white name when people are like, "Sorry, what was your name?" I'm like, "It's Keith." Get it right. Thanks for being here, guys. We're chilling. We're having a good time. You guys gonna do something fun tonight? Yeah, it is a weeknight, so I wouldn't blame you if you weren't gonna do that. You know, we can talk about it after. Let's see if I actually have a joke first, right? You know, you never know. It's like 14 minutes of no punchlines. You never know. I don't know. It's nice to be here. I'm visiting from Boston. I'm from Boston. I went to school in a town called Lexington, Massachusetts, which is like where the revolution happened, all that shit. Yeah, and Paul Revere went through that bitch. I'm kind of a guy that thinks that he doesn't really deserve credit, you know? Because like if any of us here had horses, we could scream at houses, right? I mean, that's not really that impressive, you know? I bet he didn't even get along with like his horse, you know? Like I think that, like, do you think that like maybe like 40 minutes into the ride, do you think his horse was like, can you shut up? You know? But he's a horse, so he's like, you know? I don't know. I grew up super sheltered. Yeah. The horse had horrible breath. I don't know. The Lexington is where I went to school, but I didn't actually grow up there. I grew up in a town called Malden, Massachusetts, which is irrelevant to you. I guess it's kind of a blue collar town. That's all you need to know. Lexington's wealthy as fuck. I went to a private school in Lexington, and you can kind of tell like that you're going to like a wealthy school by the types of fundraisers that a school's throwing, you know? Like my school was throwing fundraisers for other towns as if they were third world countries, you know? Like this lady came in one time, she was like, "Kids, let's get excited. We're gonna put on this fundraiser for the poor and unprivileged children of Malden," you know? And I was like, wait, that's where I live, you know? I don't know. I did kind of grow up sheltered because of that, because it was like a private school that was isolated from the public schools, you know? Like if you came up to me when I was like, I don't know, 13, and you were like, "This girl showed me her pussy," I'd be like, "Was it a stray? Did it have whiskers?" You know? God, I hate when they're not neutered, you know what I mean? Because then it does that thing where it humps your leg. That's my least favorite thing. I don't know. My dad watches the news too much. Like he doesn't even like I came home the other day. He's like he's not even really watching current news. He's watching like old YouTube news, which like if you're gonna watch the news, you should watch new news. You know, not historical tales about what already happened. I was like, "Dad, what's wrong?" He's like, "Son, I'm so happy to see you. The British are coming." I was like, all right, let's fucking take it easy here, you know? He's like a doomsday prepper, like a doomsday prepper that like never prepares, you know? Like he just doomsdays, you know? It's a huge buzzkill. Like I told him about a girl that I liked, and he told me that I should enjoy it while it lasts. I was like, "I love her." And he's like, "People are gonna be on the streets soon." I was like, all right, it was a mistake to bring her here for the first meetup, you know what I mean? I'll get the fuck out of here, you know? I don't know, it's like, and then the apocalypse hits, right? And then he's like, I'm like, "Did you pack any water?" And he's like, "No, but I told you this shit would happen." You know? I'm like, all right. That's gotta be the most, like, satisfying "I told you so." Like if you guess when the world is gonna end. But he's not gonna have a tent, so it's not gonna fucking matter, you know what I mean? I don't know. You guys, I like dogs. You guys like dogs? You guys dog people? Yeah? Yeah. I like dogs because like when a dog sees a white guy being racist, he's like, why is he being so mean to that slightly grayer guy? You know? I'm like, you gotta get your fucking eyes checked, bitch. You know? What was the other one? My dad had 6 daughters before he had me, and then he had me at 57, which I'm kind of like, did he even want to have sex? I feel like he just wanted a male heir at that point, right? You strike out 6 times. He was just looking for somebody to take over the reins of his 1994 Toyota Corolla. You know, he's like, it's stick shift. These women can't drive. I don't know. He's old Mexican guy, so he might have those views. I don't know. How am I doing on time? I don't want to go over. All right. Yeah, he crossed the border in the 50s, which was pretty easy. He told the Border Patrol guy that he needed to deliver a package, and the guy said yes. Which, like, that's not even like a good lie. That's like a fucking terrible lie, you know? That's the kind of lie that like only works in porn. You know, some guys like some guys like, I'm here to deliver a package. She's like, okay, all right. What other intentions could there fucking be right now? You know. You know, I want my dad to like tutor current day Mexicans. You know, some guys like, is this gonna work? And he's like, yeah, just tell them you've left your keys, and then they'll let you right into that bitch. You know. Just tell him the stove is on. That's all you need to do. And then he gets arrested, and he's like in a Venezuelan cage. It's like. He lied. Caesar lied. He did not tell the truth. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't listen to him. He has a lot of ADHD, so he can't really get things done. You know? Yeah, the crazy thing is like when my dad went to the Border Patrol guy told him that he was like, okay, I'll let you cross, but you have to promise to come back. Which like, okay, I promise, I come back, I swear. You know, it's like, that's fucking crazy. No one's gonna say yes to that. All right, I'll leave off on one more thing. If enough people tell you you're gay, at a certain point, it's like, do I just be gay reluctantly? You know? My friends always call me gay, and I'm like, I guess I'll suck a dick. I don't know. I don't want to, but I guess I don't know. I dance weird. That's why. All right, take it easy. Have a good night. All right.
That was good. Give it to him again. Give it up for him. Wow. Let me ask you guys something here. Any pet parents?